Victory. tribulations ain't much fun. But remember, he died on Calvary's cross, so the victory is already won. I said I'm free, y'all. Said I'm free, y'all. Said I'm free, y'all. Ooh. Yes, I am. Listen, so the enemy thought he would burn you and strip you from your family and friends. But then the Holy Ghost came from heaven that day and sealed you to the very end. I said I'm free, y'all. Said I'm free, y'all. I said I'm free, y'all. Oh Lord, have mercy. Thank you, Jesus. Listen, the Bible said that God sent Jesus to die for our sins, and Jesus came to set us free. And listen, he whom the Son sets free is free indeed. So declare your freedom today. I want you to hold your head up, stick your chest out, put a smile on your face. If it's stress, depression, debt, money problems, divorce, instability in your mind and your emotions, you will not lose, because defeat is not an option. So if you're free, listen, act like you're free, dance like you're free, move like you're free, cause he has made you free. Jump like you're free, shout like you're free, run like you're free, now move like you're free, dance like you're free, move like you're free. Why? Jump like you're free, shout like you're free, run like you're free. Free! Lord have mercy. Now get your hand up. Get your hands up and say, I'm free. I'm free. Get your hand up and say, I'm free. I'm free. Now get your hand up and say, I'm free. I'm free. Get your hand up and say, I'm free. I'm free. My soul is resting. It's just a blessing. I've learned the lesson. Ain't bound no more. So much in store. Anybody free? You set me free. Oh, in him I'm found. Shout like you're free. You ought to give him glory. Anybody free? In victory. I'm free. Woo! I'm free. I'm free. I'm free. I'm free. Anybody glad you're free? Anybody glad you're free? I'm free. Yeah.
Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to Friday Night Live. Welcome to Friday Night Live. Welcome, 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 welcome. We're in the house. We're live tonight. Shout out to everybody for tuning in today on Friday Night Live. It's going to be a great night of laughter, great night of fun. I hope everybody's having a great week and is getting ready to enjoy the weekend, man. Welcome to Friday Night Live. Listen, it's exciting to be here. We're rounding the corner on the end of this month, and it's going to be an amazing, amazing night tonight. And I want you to let me know where you're watching from. Y'all go ahead and tune in and drop me a line and let me know the city, state, country from whence you're viewing. We take your viewership very seriously here. This is actually our 23rd month. And this is our 23-year anniversary for Friday Night Live, 23-month anniversary. We started this network in the pandemic, and here we are, 23 months later. So welcome, everybody. Lottie-dot and everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Drop me a line. Let me know where you're watching from. City, state. We take your viewership very, very seriously. Y'all, I want to hear from you. So if it's Apple TV, Roku, or Twitch, which is really fast growing. It's growing fast. Good to see you, Wendy, from Charleston, South Carolina. We got DMV, West Virginia in the house. On Facebook, welcome, Teresa. We got Alexis Thomas from Iowa, the great state of Iowa, watching. Tom Lyon from Victorville, California. Welcome, Tom. Waco, North Carolina. Never heard of Waco. Sylvia Chambers, heard of Waco, Texas. Fredericksburg, Virginia's in the house. Donna Woolfolk, blessings to you. Apex, North Carolina. Angela Tomlinson from Facebook. Blessings to you. Angela, man, coming on the Iowa, North Carolina. Bryant Ward from Decatur, where it's greater. Welcome, Bryant. We got Detroit, Jonesboro, Pennsylvania's in the house on Facebook. Detroit, Shug Wardlaw, love you too. I love Detroit too. Got Lexington, Kentucky on YouTube. Blessings to you. Evening to you, Joyce Woodard. Glad to have you on Facebook. Albany, Georgia, Corey Joyner. I'm headed to Albany, Georgia in a few weeks to preach. Got Houston, Texas. We got Dundee, Mississippi, Altoona, Pennsylvania, Houston, Texas on IG Live. Welcome, everybody. Altoona, Pennsylvania. Welcome, Kathy. Candy Wakefield. We got Urbana, Virginia, Joyce Woodard. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Wherever you tuned in from across the world. Blessings to you. Deborah McKenna from Decatur. Man, this is going to be a great night. We got some great laughter. Celeste Burrell from King George, Virginia is on Facebook. Lauderdale, Florida. Cheryl Woods is on YouTube. Blessings to you. Blessings. Hope everybody's safe and happy today. We have a great night. We got some great laughter, man, tonight. It's going to be amazing, I'm telling you. Making GA, Janika Price. My girl, you make me feel old. Watch you when she was born. Janika still praying for you. Janika from the 478, where the middle of Georgia, the MacTown, my hometown, Making GA is in the house. And so if you're Apple TV, Roku, Twitch, Amazon, Fire TV, if you're watching through Facebook, YouTube, the E. Dewey Smith website, the House of Hope Atlanta website, the House of Hope West Point website, if you're watching through Hope TV now, however you're watching, glad to have you. There's no NFL football on. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. Tonight, maybe some of y'all are watching the All-Star festivities. But I need y'all to help me get this word out. We missed last week. Our team was out of town and doing some amazing things in Tennessee. And we're grateful to them for being back today. So we're back live tonight. It's going to be a great night, I'm telling you. Where will you be preaching? In Albany. I'll be preaching in Albany at Mount Zion Baptist Church in Albany, Georgia. Where the great Dr. Simmons is the pastor. I'm sorry, not next week. It's April. I'm sorry, April. Longview. It's Holy Week. I'll be with Dr. Simmons. What a great pastor he is, Dr. Simmons in Albany. The gang's all here. I think it's going to be April the 12th. April 12th or April 13th. I'll be preaching for Dr. Simmons. Great church down there, Mount Zion. Dr. Simmons is a great, great leader. You ready to go? Yeah, so everybody in Albany, shout out to Dr. Simmons down in Albany at Mount Zion. So I'll be preaching there for the Holy Week. I'm excited about it. I think it's April 13th. I think it is 12th. I think it's the 13th. Thought I missed it tonight. No, you're right on time, Bishop Washington. We started at 11. We've been going back and forth whether we should start at 10. because we started 11 through the pandemic, so people can be up a little later. But through football season, high school football, and people are traveling. But we're gonna talk about it for the next season. But welcome everybody, welcome. I need y'all to do me a favor, right quick, before I get started. We got some great videos, and I promise you, if you had a rough week, you're gonna laugh tonight. Before you get off this in the next 45 minutes, I'm gonna try to make sure that we bust your spleen tonight in laughter. Fancy Corner in Nacogdoches, Texas, is on IG. Blessings to you. You're right on time, Bishop Washington from New Jersey. We got some great videos. Y'all sent some videos tonight. I'm told my team sent me a breakdown of them, and we're great. We got David and Tamala. Is that great? David and Tamala, man, my friend. That's my friends on IG. Blessings to you. That's my friend David and Tamala. That's why I need to bring him, Mr. Brown. David Mann is one of the most. What's going on, Leonard Hicks, Root to the Good Brothers. That David Mann, one of the funniest dudes I ever met in my life. Much love to you, man. David and Tamala, man. Y'all know that the two, just what gift, just you don't get more talented than David and Tamala, man. So they with us tonight, so we're gonna have a great night. David, man, I'm gonna try to be like you tonight. We got some great videos and some great laughter. But do me a favor, right quick, if you're on the IG. Apple TV, Roku, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, YouTube. If you're on IG Live, Twitter, the websites, have your viewing, send the word out. Good to have you, Ernest, here from Houston, Texas. Ready for some laughter tonight? That's David Mann on tonight. That's my friend and my brother. I got to get him on here. I really do. The leader. Orlando, Florida's on YouTube. Blessings to you, David, man. Man, you guys are awesome. I love them so much. We're just great people. Marcus Carmichael from Orlando, Florida. Pastor, was painting tonight. That you can always try to be fun. Our China Hood, blessings to you. We love to laugh too. Listen, do me a favor right quick before we get into social commentary. Do me a favor, if you can subscribe, like, comment, or share tonight. We love to laugh. I know you love to laugh, and we're gonna laugh tonight too. Gary Spencer, mind your manners. Thank you so much. Please explain to David today to my buddy. Look, Tanika Owens from Lithonia. Blessings to you. Listen, if you're watching through a platform that will allow you to subscribe, like, comment, or share, please put the word out. We haven't been live on IG this week. Thank you, Joyce. I love it too. Please let Gary Spencer know that. Get the word out and let people know we're on. Yeah, cool. We got Corey and Mr. Brown on tonight. And y'all know Columbia, South Carolina is on Facebook. Blessings to you, Darlene. And so we're glad to have everybody to all the various platforms, however you're here, Columbia, South Carolina. Listen, let's jump right in. I need my IG family to share the link. What about them Dolphins? I don't know. Thank you, Bishop Washington, New Jersey. Share the link. Now, a couple things I want to share before we get into the our 5 funny videos for the week. Right quick. What's going on, Wakanda? What's going on, Root to the Good Brothers? I found it interesting. This past Sunday, we had the blessings to you, Maurice, from Minneapolis. Nice to meet you. All right. Blessings to you, Pastor. There's been a lot of commentary this past week about the Super Bowl, particularly the halftime. And, it's also Black History Month, and I think that's a whole nother conversation by itself. But there's been a lot of talk this week about the Super Bowl halftime. And I was amazed to really hear, because, I like to listen to every perspective. But a lot of people were upset this past week with the halftime. And I wasn't aware of that, but I saw some things on social media about halftime that you got a lot of people from the right that were really upset about halftime. And I want to share a few of the comments I saw. Of course, you had Dr. Dre produced the halftime show. I mean, he brought out, man, Snoop Dogg with him. Of course, he brought out Eminem. We had Mary J. Blige. We had, Kendrick Lamar. And so when you think about 80s and 90s, that era, halftime show. And the reviews on it, depending on who you are, of course, it's a lot of things are cultural in terms of our appreciation for it. But what got me was the backlash. What's up, Joshua? The backlash that I just didn't think about it. I saw some things on so I said 58. Now, I'm not doing that tonight. I don't talk about people. No, I don't do that. But I want to share with you some of the comments that I saw on social media from people who really were angry about the halftime show. I mean, people were really, really hot and really, really angry. And so, team, if you can share some of those comments right quick, I want to just share some with you because it was really interesting. Um, Look at some of these comments here, man. And y'all excuse some of the language that's on here. Look what one guy says. It's hard to focus on the game right now after such an explosively offensive halftime show put on by a handful of career criminals. Wait just a minute. It's hard to focus on the game right now after such an explosively offensive halftime show put on by a handful of career criminals. Now, I would say something about this guy because I watched his. When I saw that, I went to his page on Twitter to see some of the things that he had said, and of course, I'll discuss it in a moment. Blessings to you, Yvette. Let me show you some other comments I saw, and y'all tell me what y'all thought about this too. What do y'all think about this? Here's another. Do we have any more comments? I want to just share a few of them with you. Look what Sean Spicer. Y'all remember Sean Spicer says, "Dear NFL Pepsi, what was the message of the halftime show?" Here's another one that got me. The Super Bowl halftime show sucks big time, and racist halftime show ever. No white people. Here's another one. Here's another one. Why are y'all making it? Why y'all making it a point to have absolutely no white people in the halftime show? Here's another one. Eminem was the only white person in the entire performance. Do y'all see that? I guess I didn't think about it during the show that people would be that livid. Now I do recognize that some people don't like rap. Look at this. Look what this guy says. The NFL is now the league of sexual anarchy. Oh my goodness. This halftime show should not be allowed on television. Huh? Do we have any more comments? I was just, and so those were just a few of the ones that we saw. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this. Y'all tell me what you think. I want to say a couple things about it. First of all, exactly, Eminem is white. You know, of course, he got the hip hop piece from Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre discovered him. But a couple things I know. Sometimes people say, well, you know, the Super Bowl, you know, you had Snoop up there, crip walking, you know, and gang signs, and it's kind of a throwback to you know, the West Coast and that kind of thing. So a lot of people who don't like that genre of music, hey, cuz, how you doing? May not necessarily appreciate the halftime show. So that's another conversation. If you don't like hip hop or the things that it glorifies in terms of violence, gangs, and that kind of thing, that's another conversation, I think, that may be valid. You know, if did they glorify gang violence? Did they, do you glorify misogyny and violence? And, so was it a glorification of that? Now, y'all know Mary J. Blige. She sings the anthems for black women. But I just think it was interesting. So if you want to have a conversation about hip hop and about the message, you don't like the message, whatever, that's a different conversation, I think. But my challenge is with the racial aspects of it, to suggest that it was too black. Kind of. Some people have said that they thought that the NFL was trying to. I heard a couple of people say it that they may be trying to take pressure off them for not hiring a black coach, the black coaches. What's going on, bitch? Sam Blaze, my brother. I was gonna call you today. Some others have said maybe it was Jay-Z, and they were trying to make it, but make it black to try to take the pressure off. Or I've heard some other few people say, well, it's not about who performed at halftime. Black people have always entertained white people, Want you to get some more coaches and some more owners and GMs. So it's kind of nuanced. The argument is nuanced. A lot of different ways you can take this. A lot of different ways you can take this conversation. That I think conversations are good. But what do y'all think about the racial piece of it? IG, anybody? Do y'all think that the NFL was wrong for having black people on there? What are y'all thoughts on that? Do y'all think that they were? What do y'all think? Because one of the things I thought about, to be honest with you, Sam Blake, I don't know what you think about this, but I thought about the times that the Super Bowls didn't have any black people on them. Big game too, because she's black in this country. But I didn't realize there were issues either. Yeah, me either originally. Do y'all think it was? Could the Super Bowl be too black? And which another thing I thought was interesting that they said the Super Bowl was too black, but 70% of the players in the NFL are black. So what do y'all think about that? I mean, we had, what are y'all thoughts? Y'all talk to me here. I don't know. I thought it was, whether you like hip hop or not, I thought it was a great, it's a part of the history. It's a part of the history. Tracy Artist, hey lady, how are you? Blessings to you. What are y'all thoughts? What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that do you think that it was too black, the Super Bowl? I mean, I found myself going back to my 90s days, the 80s and 90s, and even though I wasn't very strong in hip hop, I thought that it was a great thing to bring out legends. When you think about Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre and Mary J. Blige, somebody said glorify LA culture, but yes, glorify LA culture. It's true, but it is a part of the culture. You cannot deny that hip hop is not a part of the culture, whether you like the music or not. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. Somebody said the suits were too much, but I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was some overly sexualized show. I didn't. There was some conversations about Eminem taking a knee at the end, but I just thought about how many times we've seen shows that didn't have any African American representation. So I don't know if it's fair to say the Dickie suits were a little bit much. Somebody said the Dickie suits were much. Yes, it's pure ignorance because it belongs to I don't know. Some people, say, well, it was a glorification of LA culture, but that is LA culture. And a lot of people grew up with that West Coast culture. The artists would not get paid for the show. Yeah, somebody said they thought it was a glorification of gang violence. So that's another argument that I think it's a fair argument. They're legendary. Somebody said crip walking gang signs. Yeah, that's another conversation. It was a great show. I was doing Holy Grip Walk. Kate Man, it was a great show. Oh, it was boring. Somebody said it was boring for sure. I don't know. I think we have to be honest about the culture. David Mann said he was up too. I thought it took me back to the culture, meant to spark. I don't know. I just don't. First of all, let me say this. I don't think this because, oh yeah, this was Rudy Giuliani. Rudy Giuliani said that Eminem needs to leave the country because he took a knee. Eminem took a knee to kind of like highlight Colin Kaepernick. And Rudy Giuliani said he needs to leave the country. Now, Mary's not from LA, but they want to have a lady in there. So I don't know, man. For me, my main issue I want to talk about, since it's Black History Month, I don't think it's fair to say that it was too black. Now, whether or not you like the music or the culture that was glorified, that's another conversation. My conversation right now is the racial piece. If it was in Texas, it would have been a country show. That's a great point. Dave Mann just brought a great point. If it was in Texas, it would have been an all country show. So would there have been any conversations about that? So I want us to really think about that. Not the genre music. You can talk about that because we can argue that to the kingdom come. But I don't think it's fair for people to say there was no white people on the show when as many times as we have seen shows that didn't have any black representation. Why is it a problem when blacks are highlighted, regardless of the context, but it's not an issue when it's been all white? I just thought it's an interesting conversation. And to me, it seems like It was not their pledge of allegiance. I agree. I'm not going to argue on how he took it. I agree. Eminem taking that knee was symbolic. I'm not going to get into that. I just want to deal with the racial piece. Yeah, everybody and their mom watched, but they're still talking about it today. And for me, I'm not talking about the style of music. You can believe what you want. I thought it was just a great throwback and to honor those people who've been around 50 years. They're legends, whether you agree with the style of music or not, legends. But I take issue with this whole thing about it was being too black. That's my issue. Not one. Why exactly? Eminem is white. Thank you, Tracy. My issue is, why is it a problem when African Americans are highlighted? So 75% of the league is black. And for the first time you had that many blacks and where the blacks dominated the whites in terms of being highlighted, and it's an issue. I just think that's I just think that's an issue, and I don't know. It's a great conversation, because to me it seems like my own problem in NFL knowledge to West Coast music in Atlanta. Yeah, and I don't know if Atlanta. And that's a good point too. When Atlanta, when the show was in Atlanta, Super Bowl was in Atlanta, we had Maroon 5 on the show. They weren't from Atlanta, and I don't. But I get I think that was Dr. Dre made that decision. But it's interesting, and I want to throw that at you guys, that we're still. But I think it's still an issue of racism, and this country is really divided over that. And I just wanted to bring it up. I didn't have an issue with it being majority black people, and even Eminem that says cultural appropriation, and it's Black History Month. Jay-Z, I don't have an issue with it, but some people do. And to that end, I don't know if y'all heard about this, but in San Francisco, California, and in Indiana. San Francisco, they lost 3 board members that were kicked off the board of the education because they were advocating for people to teach black history in the school system. San Francisco. Then in Indiana, I found this out this week too, that parents can opt out of their children being taught black history. So it's a lot going on, man, in this country. It's a lot going on. And we really got to pray and think, and it's happening. Whether we want to bury our heads in the sand or not, I don't know how we fix this. But it's like it's getting more and more divided, where people want to opt out of, in the state of Indiana now, they can opt out of their children listening to black history. So it's almost like, there's a lot of other arguments on CRT, critical race theory. It's almost as if some people don't want there to be any talk about slavery, any talk about black history. But how do you erase black history? I don't know. It's just because black history is American history. It's world history. But now in Indiana, they passed it. I don't know, man. I don't know. Racial white folks just nervous to lose them. Wow, Tom. Tom Lyons made a deep point. He said that some people, yeah, it's a lot of hot stuff going on, and I just don't think. Me, I'm a lover of all music, from country to pop to disco. As a musician, but it seems like we're just getting more separated, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what. I don't know. I'm just trying to find what is the answer. How do we have an appreciation? I can listen to Maroon 5. I can listen to Dolly Parton. I can listen to some Bee Gees. I can listen to Michael McDonald. Justin Bieber, Justin Timberlake, Christina Aguilera, Adele. Man, Adele is off the chain. I have an appreciation for all that. But I don't know why it seems like we can't seem to have, I don't know, it seems like it's getting worse. And I don't know, I'm just bothered by that. I'm really bothered by it. I think they feel if you don't talk about race, it will erase it from history. That's a good point, David, man. That's a good point. And I think what happened, that's a great point. It could be, I think what happened with this protest, Hall & Oates off the chain. But that Michael McDonald, I keep forgetting how you made it, man, off the chain. But that's a great point David Mann made, that it's almost like they don't want to, if we don't discuss slavery, then it doesn't exist. So it's almost like this not discuss it because it's not history. But not discussing it is not going to, and that's the problem I think with America. We still haven't really dealt with that original sin of racism and hatred. And not discussing this is not going to eliminate it. And so, the Super Bowl is too black. San Francisco, the board members have been put off the board. Indiana, you can opt out of your kids listening to black history. So it's like, if we don't discuss it in the church, we don't discuss it in schools. I don't know. I don't know. It's that's a good point, Cynthia. These are some very perilous times, and I'm bothered by it significantly. And I just think that we really, 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 I don't know. We need to be thinking and more thoughtful on how we bring people together. That is, in any other school playing Black History Month, and a letter sent to parents allowed them to opt out. Do y'all see that? It's on the screen right now. A letter sent to parents allowed them to opt out. Why would you want your kids to opt out of Black history? In other words, we don't want to hear anything about Black history. Now, most of us, if the truth be told, the Doobie Brothers off the chain, most of us, if we were told, who grew up in public schools, very little of our history. Think about that. When I was in school, I learned very little. The history books, American history, were very, very small segments about African history. We learned about Romeo and Juliet and Rome and Hamlet and all that kind of stuff, and Roman Empire and George Washington, but very, very little conversation. One school in Alabama, they want to get rid of the Martin Luther King. As a matter of fact, one of our staff members was on a high school debate tournament last week, or a few weeks ago, in Tennessee, and one of the students did a reenactment. Listen very carefully. One of the students did a reenactment of Dr. King's speech. Right? I have a dream. Do you know that people were coming up to them afterwards saying, "Did she write that speech?" These were a lot of some Caucasian women who were 40 and up. They had never heard "I Have the Dream." This was a few weeks ago in Tennessee. A black young lady did the reenactment of "I Have a Dream," the music, and after she was finished, this is a predominantly white organization, and they went ballistic. They were just amazed, and they had never heard the "I Have a Dream" speech. I couldn't believe it. For the first time, I couldn't believe that black people, that some white people in Tennessee in the 40s and 50s had never heard by, that's a good point, William Ward, that the national anthem was sung by African American country singers. That's a good point. That's a great point. But people have never heard of "I Have the Dream." So if you got people in the 40s and 50s have never heard the "I Have the Dream" speech, man, that's a good point, Matt Dunlap. Erasing our history isn't a new tactic. That's a good point. I just think, Matthew, but it's not, you're exactly right, it's not a new tactic, but I do think with the vociferous nature that it's taken the last couple of years, it's different. It's not a new tactic, but I think that since this whole George Floyd thing, I think they pressed the gas. Some in power have pressed the gas much. And it's no longer subtle, but they're trying to really erase it. So, which says, I don't know, we've got to be more thoughtful, man, and more prayerful. So I just want to bring it out and have that conversation with you guys today, because I just think it's so important that we had that conversation. All right, what are y'all thoughts? True, people don't read the headlines. That's a good point. We had an African American country singer that did national anthem. Nobody said anything about that, but they just said it was too black. That just hit me. It's like, wow. Now, I'm not talking about the genre, the style of music. I didn't have a problem with it personally because it's culture. Whether you like it or not, it's part of the culture. I thought it was just masterful for the production piece of it, but it's masterful to me. But people have really issues. It was too black. That not enough white people, but nobody makes that comment. But do those same people say that if that show didn't have any African American or representation of other cultures? This is very deep. America isn't ready to face its sin. I'm afraid things will become more intense before we see any kind of release. I'm concerned. I really am. And that's why I'm having this conversation with you guys, so we can pray and be thoughtful, because Hello, Marvelous Poet, because some people are really, really, really upset. And I think it's almost like the loss of power. That show was not overly sexualized. It wasn't. It absolutely was dope music. Here's another thing about rap music. They got the names wrong. That's Here's another thing about rap music I want to share too. Y'all do know that African American black people are not the only persons who purchase rap. To be honest with you, rap music is purchased more by white people than black people. But they want to teach our kids about our oppressors. That's a great point, David, man. It's okay to teach our kids about our oppressors. It's okay to teach the kids the truth. You know, we talk about George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. That's a great point. But don't discuss slavery. That's true. Mary did a wonderful job too on Lift Their Voice and Sing. I thought it was beautiful. But y'all, we got some work to do. It's praying time. I don't know how we're gonna do this educationally. Here's a problem. The church doesn't want to talk about it. A lot of my white evangelical counterparts, we have these conversations. They're afraid to touch it. Some of them are afraid to lose their congregations because a lot of congregations are predominantly very, very, very white, right wing. And I try to treat politics with an even hand to talk about it. But you got a lot of people, full rebellion. I don't know if they change. I don't know, man. People are. I think Tom Lyons said earlier, people are fearful, lose a majority. A lot of the commercials. Every time you see a commercial, now often you see a mixed family or something. I think it's fear. I think it's all fear based. But why would you want to erase Black history? Why would you want to get rid of Black history? Is American history. So we just got to pray, guys. We got to pray and really have some conversations. I don't know. I pray there won't be another civil war in this country. I'm concerned, y'all. I really am. It's a lot going on, and I hope we wake our eyes up. It's going to always be a confrontation, and it seems like it's gotten worse to me. And we just got to be prayerful, man. And I want to encourage everybody who's watching. This is why we got to teach the young people in church and use our influence to teach about all history and try to bring people together. And me talking about Black history does not mean I disrespect other history. Me celebrating the significance of what African Americans have contributed to this country doesn't mean I don't appreciate what others have. So I don't know, man. I don't. It's almost. I don't know if they feel guilty or like it's over, but I don't know, man. But I don't know. I don't have the answers. I can't. I don't know, and I don't see it getting any better. I'm being honest. I don't. And I'm a hopeful guy. I'm the eternal optimist. But it looks like it's getting worse. And with the election and the gerrymandering and trying to strip the Voting Rights Act, it feels like it's getting worse to me. So I don't know, man. Y'all just be prayerful, okay? Be prayerful that things will get better, okay? Now, let's laugh. I'm ready to laugh because I'm going to be depressed tonight. But let's get ready to laugh a little bit. Y'all share this link. Apple TV, Roku, Twitch, Amazon, Fire TV, YouTube, Facebook, IG Live, Twitter, the websites. We get ready to laugh. We got 5 funny videos this week. People fear, William Morris says people fear Black history because Black history is the only history. Wow. This is necessary and great. I want to have a conversation. They want to erase Black. I agree. Somebody says going to end in the rapture. I'm just concerned, man. When the forces they can never erase what happened. It's almost as if they want us to forget about it. You know, they want us to forget about it. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just, I don't know, man. And we just gotta be in prayer, y'all. Black folks can no longer. A lot of says, I don't know. We gotta be in prayer, man. We gotta be in prayer. And I'm gonna say one more thing on this, and we're gonna laugh. And you gotta guard your heart. I do think 45 made it worse. I'll be honest with you. 45 didn't start it. Because there was an underbelly that already existed. But I think 45 did help intensify and make certain things more. He normalized. I think 45. He didn't initiate this, but I think he did fan to fans. That's a great point. Black folks, free labor with this country. Wall Street, you're exactly right. Slave with the first stop up. You're exactly right. There's no country without Africans. I mean, you think about it. It was built on our backs. That's the truth. It's just the truth, man. And without our contributions, there's no country. Point blank and period. But I do think the sentiments were there, but I do think it's gotten worse the past couple of years. I really do. I think the vitriol and the fear mongering, I think it's gotten worse the last couple of years. And we just got to get through this, y'all. We got to get through it together, man. So I'm glad we had this conversation. We got to talk about it, teach it to everybody in your sphere of influence, talk about it in your school system. I hope that people don't get fired for having these conversations. Some people are going to opt out of these conversations. School system is going to become more normal. Don't be shocked if a lot of our school systems stop teaching Black history. Yeah, don't be shocked over the next couple of years and more people start to try to deny that. You know, Black history. Don't be shocked because they're going to try to make it a part of critical race theory. People in power don't want it to be discussed. Don't be shocked. And so we got to teach about Africa, with the African origins of Christianity. We got to teach it. We've got to cry loud from the rooftops because it's not going to be discussed. We can't depend on others to tell our story. And whether or not we're able to do it in public schools or whatever, we've got to find a place where we can tell our stories and keep it, you know, like they did in the Jews. Teach it to your children's children. Take the bones with you so they don't forget. We can't forget our history. And I guess they're thinking we stop talking about it, we won't be able to tell the story. But we got to be able to tell the story, all right? Now, so let's laugh now. Y'all ready? I got 5 funny videos, and my team has described a lot of them. You're exactly right. And most of what I learned was outside of grade school, too. Most of what we learned about Black history, I learned it in my church growing up. And I also learned when I went to college, when I went to HBCU. When I went to Morehouse, I learned way more about my history, way more about it. And the earth is groaning. And one last thing I'm going to say about this before I move on. Don't let this taint your heart. Don't let this make you become hateful of others. Don't you become what you despise. Just because others are hateful and racist, don't you become that. Keep your heart pure. Keep your heart clean. Be willing to have a tough conversation with somebody who doesn't look like you. Be willing to listen, because that's the purpose of community and conversations. It's common unity. Find some people that you can talk to, and have conversation with people who may not agree with you, and learn how to listen and discuss in an intelligent way. I just think we talk at each other. Everybody wants to be right, and we got people who fear the loss of power, but keep talking. Can our kids? That's a great point there, David Mann. David Mann said, "Can our kids opt out of white history?" No. Now that's a great point. Now that's deep. Since they want to opt out of Black history, who decides what's being taught? That's a phenomenal point. That's a phenomenal point. Can we opt out of listening about George Washington? Can we opt out of hearing about the American Revolution? Can we opt out hearing about Rome, what Virgil sang and Cicero played? You know, if we can our kids opt out of that? That's a great conversation. We get the smallest month in the year, and now they're trying to opt out. That's a great point. Can they opt out? A great point. A great conversation. We got to keep having these. So in your school systems locally, in your districts, in your counties, make sure you keep your eyes open, because this is happening in a lot of red states. In Indiana, and of course the school board in San Francisco. You're gonna see it happening a whole lot more, man. So y'all keep your eyes open. It's gonna get worse, and we gotta keep our eyes open. Okay, let's laugh. Y'all sent these 5 funny videos. I'm gonna lift these 5 funny videos on here. I'm gonna try to get David Mann on here next week and help him take us. We got 5 funny videos. That's a good point. Now let's check out these 5 funny videos. We're gonna laugh, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. Top 5 funny videos of the week. The 5 funniest videos of the week. Let's go. Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? First of all, whoever sent that video, you're going to hell for a second and a half. That's number one. Number two is so much going on in that video that just make me chuckle. The first thing is the guy who's catching, he got to go to catching school. Dave Manson, we fall down, we get up. He got to go to catching school. Somebody didn't appropriately train him. When have you ever seen the catcher just run? The catcher's supposed to be right with the preacher to catch and to soften the fall. That's what the catcher's supposed to do. The catcher, I've never seen a catcher take off running. Play it again. Look, I want y'all to see the catcher. Look at the catcher. The catcher is your catcher student. Look at it. Now hold it. He gotta go catching school. That's the first thing. The second, that's the first thing. The catcher needs to go to catching school. Okay? Right? Right? The second thing I think happened right there is I think the guy, I think he got dizzy. I think he was shaking. That's the problem when you get braids for the first time. When you get braids, he had just got his hair done. You could tell how he was shaking his hair. And when when them guys get them dreads, my son got some playing basketball with him. You got to see him. And they get those dreads. They just the whole time. When they first get it done and get it tightened up or whatever, did y'all see? Right? So that's the problem, Dave, man. If you see him shaking his head, I think he got dizzy. He want to show off that he just got his hair braided, right? So the catcher's out of order. He need to go to catching school. That's the first thing, right? Second thing is when you get your hair braided, you got to stay in the spirit. Because I think he just kept shaking and he got dizzy. He kept shaking and he got dizzy, and I think that's where he lost his footing, right? The third thing that happened is he knew he was in trouble. Watch him reach back with his left hand. Watch him reach back with his left hand. Y'all see him reach back with his left hand? So he felt something was going on. Look at reach back left hand. See? So the hair, the catcher, look at his left hand. So he's reaching back, trying to get some buoyancy to push him back up. So he's trying to. He's feeling for the catcher. See what I'm saying? He knew the catcher was going to be there to offer some resistance, right? So he's feeling for the catcher. Look at him feel for the catcher. He feeling for the catcher, and the catcher caught out. So somehow they missed the cue. He knew the catcher was gonna catch him. Catch him. See, you see that? And the fourth thing that's problematic, David Mann just called it. Did y'all see the shoe? He heard what God told Moses, take off your shoes, for the ground upon which you stand is holy ground. Look at it. Do y'all see that shoe flap at the end? Watch the shoe at the very end. Watch the left shoe come up at the end. Feel it for the catcher. Watch the shoe. He put it up. Watch that shoe. Watch the shoe, Dave, man. Watch the shoe. Watch the shoe, y'all. Listen. He almost knocked the keyboard down. The microphone come off the stand. Watch that shoe. My shoe. The other problem that he got is he dancing with the wrong kind of podium. When you get happy, right, like if you get happy like that, you got to have a big wooden pole. So that's the problem when we get too contemporary. See, a big wooden program would have helped them stabilize. But that's a little podium. And look at how catch a move, shoot, microphone. Y'all see that? It's just a terrible hair, new braids, catch a run, filling, shoe, microphone. That's just a terrible. I said, catch me if you can. Yes, he needed a big old podium, old school podium. Boom, my shoe. Lord, I said, catch. Here's the moral of the story. If you get happy and you got a lot of space, you better shout on the ground. Come on the ground. Come on the ground first. And ask the Lord to plant my feet on higher ground. And the Lord told Moses to take off his shoes for the ground upon which you stand holy ground. He didn't tell you to kick your shoe at the keyboard player. Look, shoot, boom, my listen. So Dave Man said, bring back the big back. Dave Man said, bring back the big back. Feel it for the catcher. What y'all think the catcher was saying? David Mann, David Stevenson. What was the catcher saying? Skirt Frank said, the catcher said, I'm not finna take this. Look at him. And look at the catcher. And see, the catcher too just got his hair dyed. Y'all see the catcher? The catcher got red hair. He got his hair dyed at the top. Y'all see the catcher? See, like, So both of them got their hair just done. The braids and that red. The catcher like, Look at him. The catcher, I got the match on. No, Lord. The catcher said, I'm not finna have COVID and a caloric intake to fall on me. Look at it. Look at the catcher. Catcher, I just got my hair dyed. Boom. Shoot. Listen to me. The catcher, I got my hair. The catcher said my hair look too good. I got my mask on. Catcher. Oh Lord. All right, we got to move on. All right. More to the story. If you want to shout, and some of us who've been eating a lot, COVID, make sure you got, like David Mann said, a big wooden Baptist podium that got some resistance. It'll hold you, right? Number two, before you start shouting, you got to look around and see who's your catcher. And chances are, if you're bigger than your catcher, check the catcher's biceps. check out the catcher's traps, right? And triceps. If the catcher look weak, or if the catcher just got his hair dyed red, you might not want to shout on that podium. The last thing is you want to buy some shoes that you tie your shoes. You cannot be up there. So catch like I'm not going out like that. One more time. The catcher said you by yourself, homie. One more time. So that's the moral to the story. If you're gonna get happy, make sure you got somebody to hold you up. Play one more time. One more time. One more time. Let's go. All right. That's the 5th funniest video. Let's go number 4. Here's the 4th funniest one of the week. Let's go number 4. Let's go number 4. Check it out. I can't believe y'all played that. I can't believe my teams. Lord, please. I can't believe y'all played that. Who sent me this video? Who sent this video? I feel like I'm going to hell for even listening. I can't believe y'all played. I can't. I don't know. Y'all, this is, come on now. Come on now. Who sent this video in? That's cruel. That's not. I hope they sue whoever family. I hope they sued them. I hope they sued them. I hope they sued them, cause that's not. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Oh my God. I ain't never seen that in my whole life. Team, y'all played that. I can't now. Y'all didn't tell me y'all were playing that one. I ain't. That's for real too. That's oh my God. Let me ask y'all this though. I'm moving on. Y'all don't think that was that dude in that video, the first video that was shot, do you? I'm just wondering. I hope that wasn't his casket. Oh my God. That's y'all don't think that was the first dude in that video, do you? Y'all don't think it was him, do you? Oh my God. If that was my loved one, I would want to fight. Oh my God. Wow. The funeral service will be the last one to let you down. Man, that's terrible, man. All right, let's go to number two. I can't go. Let's go to number three. I can't. Whoever sent that
USAA is giving payment relief options to eligible members so they can pay for right now is the time for action. That's why USAA is giving payment relief options to eligible members so they can pay for right now is the time for action. That's why USAA is giving payment relief options to eligible members so they can pay for right now is the time for action. That's why USAA is giving payment relief options to eligible members so they can pay for right now is the time for action. That's why USAA is giving payment relief options to eligible members so they can pay for right now is the time for action. That's why USAA is giving payment relief options to eligible members so they can pay for right now.
Listen, I feel like, and I know I done gained some. I know I gained some weight during the quarantine. Are y'all trying to tell me something, producers? Are y'all trying to tell me something, producers? What is? Oh God. See, now we got to start asking for some big straps when we go for our home going. Go ahead and order you some big straps. Go ahead and get you some straps. Go ahead and get you. The cat. That's a break every chain. I'm finna go get on a treadmill as soon as I get off this live night. That's what y'all. Play, play the, turn the volume up, please. They made this shit. She been sitting back in the day.
time for action. That's why USAA is giving payment relief options to eligible members. They can pay for.
Go call someone.
But now is the time for action. That's why USAA is giving payment relief options to eligible members, so they can pay for. But now is the time for action. That's why USAA is giving payment relief options to eligible members, so they can pay for. But now is the time for action. That's why USAA is giving payment relief options to eligible members, so they can pay for.
I tell you now, she rather monthly speaker.
But now is the time for action.
Look at her face, y'all.
USAA is giving payment relief options to eligible members, so they can pay for. But now is the time for action. That's why USAA is giving payment relief options to eligible members, so they can pay for.
She was doing all right. When she kicked that leg up, that's what that. When she kicked that leg up, that was it. Watch she kick the leg up. Listen, yeah. I'm going. Look at her face when it first went down. Look at her face when it went down, y'all. Look at her face when it goes down. Look at her face. I shut her head. She knew she had it. She kicked that leg up the second time. Boom. But I had a praying grandmother. All right, y'all ready? Let's go number two. Let's go number two. What's the second favorite? Number two. Let's go number two.
It's hot. Are you serious? Man, come on, bro. Like, no, dog.
What you doing? What you doing, running?
Who is hot? Are you serious? It's hot. Are you serious?
What you doing? What you doing, running?
Who is hot? Are you serious?
What you doing? What you doing, running?
Who is hot? Are you serious?
What you doing? What you doing, running?
Who is hot? Are you serious?
What you doing? What you doing, running?
Who is hot? Are you serious?
What you doing? What you doing, running?
Who is hot? Are you serious?
What you doing? What you doing, running?
Who is hot? Are you serious?
What you doing? What you doing, running?
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. God. See what happened is she was doing fine, but when she came through that, when she came through that trampoline, that what happened to them legs. See, that's why you got to be careful. You got to know. Don't get on no trampoline. You got to know. You got to get on the scale before you get on the trampoline. She came off them trampoline. When she got off that trampoline, that's what that trampoline would do to your legs. Y'all see them happy fit? Whoever sent that video in my team, I don't know who y'all. I don't know who select these videos. We have a meeting tonight because y'all are just off for the night. Y'all see them happy feet? And she was running, y'all. Ramos, I'm running, trying to make 100. You can tell she. Oh God. Oh God. Lord, please forgive us. Lord, forgive my mama in heaven tonight is just it's my mama disowning me tonight in heaven. Play one more time. My mama, Dave man said you can tell she was fat with it's
Who is hot?
oh God.
Are you serious?
What you doing? What you doing, running?
Who is hot? Are you serious?
What you doing? What you doing, running?
Who is hot? Are you serious?
What you doing? What you doing, running?
Who is hot? Are you serious?
What you doing? What you doing, running?
Lord,
Who
please
is
forgive
hot?
me. Lord, please forgive me, Jesus.
Are you serious?
Lord, Dave man said you can tell she was fat with her feet. Oh God. See, that's what the catcher was trying to avoid. See, that's what happened to you if you're the catcher and you catch the wrong person. The catcher, that's why he ran, because the catcher didn't want to end up like that. Oh God. I'm running for my life. It's about to spin. It's about to spin. One more time. Yeah, she don't need that school. Somebody's laughing. One more time. Says about to turn.
What you doing?
She spin that to my.
What you doing, running?
Who is
Lord, please
hot?
forgive me, Jesus. Oh Lord.
Are you serious?
What you doing? What you doing, running?
Oh. Oh boy. It's all about to spin. Oh boy. Oh Jesus. My team, y'all going. Somebody going to hell for 3 seconds. Y'all are terrible tonight with these videos. These are terrible. Just bring out. Somebody's run on the back. Who's much to get a snack? All right, here's the funniest one of the week. I think I know what this one's gonna be. I hope y'all enjoyed tonight. Let's go one more. Number one. It's the funniest video of the week. Y'all ready for number one? Let's go number one. It's the top video of the week. Let's go to it. I'm gonna let y'all go. Whew. Y'all, what's going on here? What in the All-Star weekend is going on? Y'all don't get. She's saying, touch me again, Lord. What is. My question is, do you think she want the Lord to touch her? I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. You don't get it. Play it one more time. Yo. The captions, this is what the caption said, y'all. The caption says she wants somebody else. This caption says she wants somebody else to touch her. But she is asking the Lord to touch her. That don't sound like the sound you make when you want the Lord to touch you, is it? Oh my God. What in the world? They mentioned she not gonna fall to that podium. What is she trying to? She want the Lord to touch her? I'm trying to figure this out. Listen. I don't know what that sound like. Well, that's not the sound you make when you want the Lord to touch you. I think that's the video. That's what play one more time. Yeah, oh my God. What in the world? Gee whiz. My goodness. Listen, y'all. I pray that the Lord would touch us all. Oh God. I pray that God's gonna touch us I pray God's gonna touch us this weekend and we get a touch from the Lord that changes our life. I hope that you're happy. I hope you're safe. that you have a drama-free weekend, that you stay away from the trampolines, that you get you a good catcher, that if you get your hair braided, make sure you don't shout on the podium unless you got a big, in the words of Dave Man, a big Baptist wooden podium. Have the right catcher, and when you're going to shout, tie your shoes up. Don't wear no slip-on, just in case you lose it. She won't have, that's what it sounded to me. She wants some hands laid on her. She wanted, she was saying touch me again, Lord, but she wanted to say some Isley brothers. That's what she was trying to say, some Marvin Gaye. Lord have mercy. I love y'all. Hope y'all had a great night tonight. Y'all are hilarious. Thank y'all for sharing. Listen, find something to laugh about. Life is too short to be stuck. But live, love, learn, and find something to laugh about every day. Be blessed this weekend. Have a great holiday weekend. I love y'all. And as always, remember this. If you be good to God, God will be good to you. I enjoyed y'all tonight. Peace and love. Peace.